The records are now open. Welcome, everybody. Come in, hang out with me. I love Wednesdays. My tribe is always here in the house. Perhaps this is your tribe too. Perhaps this is the first time you are tuning in here at the Akashic Network. So allow me to officially welcome you. My name is Emily Harrison. I am not only the founder and director here inside the Akashic Academy, but I am also a mentor to other lightworkers in the realm of the Akashic Records, which are a hugely powerful quantum tool that all lightworkers should know about. If you do not know about them yet, I am glad you are here. Although as I see all of these awesome people joining in, I know that you guys know what they are because I'm actually working with a lot of you. I see a couple of my students in the house, Kinzel and Wanda. What is up, ladies? Please say hi once you get here. Oh, Mama's in the house. Hi, Mama. Also, take a moment to share out because the more that we get here in this collective space, now truly it doesn't matter if it's live or on the replay, but we want as many people possible here receiving healing, shifting, powerful insights, because not only what we do today has a specific consequence, are we going to get a good consequence is actually healing, shifting insight in our life, but just that template of receiving aha moments in areas where you're waiting for the aha moments to come in. Just being here in this space as that happens and unfolds today will create that energy to happen within your life. So I want to invite you all to please share out with those that you love. I'm going to share out myself here too. And we will get started very, very quickly, diving into you guys letting it rip, ask your questions. So while I'm sharing, I'm just going to do a little multitasking here. Where am I? Why am I not showing up? Let's see, am I at the Akashic Academy or am I on my regular page? I am at the Academy. Sometimes it takes a while. The Akashic Records are the realm of consciousness where every detail of information has been programmed and stored from a neutral perspective. Neutrality is not blah. Neutrality is unconditional love and zero judgment. This is a powerhouse tool that you can use for a lot of different aspects of your life. You can dive in and ask questions seeking insight about why you're stuck in the areas that you tend to be stuck in. There I am. We all have areas where we are karmically in the friggin' washing machine. It sucks. We can't get out of it. If you have areas of your life today that you are open to shift and you feel like there's karmic stuff here that I need to understand because I am ready to release this, ask those questions today. The records can also begin to not only reveal areas where you got stuck and you need to heal, but they also reveal your gifts, which we all have a ton of them. They don't tell you all your gifts all at once. We always usually get a couple of, hey, what are my gift questions? And I love those questions. But come on, why can't I do that? Whatever. I'm not going to stop sharing now. You guys will do the sharing for me, right? But we can also ask about our gifts, our skills, and abilities and call in energy frequencies that will help us expand in those areas. See, the Akashic Records has consciousness as well. How many Reiki practitioners or Reiki fans do we have in the house? If you are a lover of Reiki, give a little Reiki love right now. Send a little Reiki. I am personally not a Reiki master, but here's what I love about the connection, the understanding, the similarity between Reiki and the Akashic Records. My Reiki masters up in here know that Reiki energy has its own consciousness. We actually don't even have to know how it's working. We just have to have the basics. We got to send it. It does its own thing. That's the beauty about the Akashic Records as well, is it has its own consciousness. It has its ability to continue to work in you in only the way that it can work in you, bringing to light your own areas where you're ready to see more clearly. It will keep working on you. It is your divine consciousness unfolding for you in real time. And it's very fun to begin to use this space to unfold our spiritual gifts. It's also very dynamic when it comes to timeline shifts. This can mean a lot of different things. It can mean a career choice. It can mean shifts in relationships for you. Like asking general advice. What should I do about, and if there's a fill in the blank, and if you're asking that here today, by the way, I want to honor that those questions that are coming in today in this intense Scorpio energy that is rearranging a lot of things for us, these are really important questions. You may or may not have identified it as a timeline shift yet, but trust me, all questions that are asked and everything that we're working on here today, Spirit is bringing my awareness to, these are timeline shifting possibilities, moments. So just bringing our awareness to the higher work that we are doing here today. Yes or no questions aren't the best, although we can sort of answer them. Time questions aren't the best either because they're not going to answer in the what you want. You want a 3 days, 49 seconds. I left out the hours, didn't I? And the minutes for that matter. Whatever. You get the idea. It doesn't happen that way. Time questions are generally answered through the understanding of certain gateways that we need to move through in our life, certain lessons that we need to learn, certain karmic hurdles that we got to get over, that kind of stuff. So let's dive in. Let's grab some questions. Here's how it works. I'm going to allow Spirit to draw my awareness to a particular question that's happening right now. And I'm going to answer that particular question, but please know that if you resonate with the words that are coming in, with the messages that's coming in, that message is for you as well. And we are also going to do a collective healing and shifting. So if you resonate with the message and you're like, yes, I would like to move that in my life, you are invited to receive that energy today. So I'm just going to pre-thank all of those of you who are showing up as the avatars whose questions we will work with today, trusting that you guys are showing up and representing the energy of the divine collective here, of the areas that we need to work, so be it and so it is. And I'm also just going to take a moment, set an intention to be the most clear and profound channel of this energy, this wisdom, this insight coming in, and also to amplify that. So anyone here who wants to receive and wants to experience the upgrade can do so easily. So be it and so it is. All right. Ooh, Jasmine says Reiki Wall. Woohoo! Love my Reikis. All right, time to read rocking on your questions. Jackie Dixon. What avenue is best to focus on my business plan? All right, the first thing that's coming in, Jackie, is that let's talk about the business in and of itself. And this is more for everyone because I feel like, Jackie, you are working the spiritual business. You are like working that. When I say spiritual business too, by the way, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be an intuitive kind of person. It's more working a spiritual business means this. It means creating your own job and your own opportunities based on your passions, your giftings. And sometimes we don't look at fashion per se as like working in a spiritual industry. However, there are a lot of connections to recognizing the artistry, the creativity, creating our own job. Like it's about those essence things, that those fashion designers who want to make people feel beautiful and also artistically create something out of all of the textiles and things that are available here in our world to adorn us, right? That, in my opinion, is also the spiritual work. So anytime that you are in alignment with your passion and your creativity, you're better off than most people. If you are not to that level yet, that's like kind of like level 1, okay? So if you are not to your level 1 yet, which, like I said, Jackie Dixon, I feel like you've hit that space already. That's going to be the first level of alignment you're going to experience, okay? They want to bring specific awareness to your business plan, meaning there are lots of different formulas that we can follow in order to share our message. So let me go in and see what they say about what business plan for you. They're definitely bringing awareness to teaching and coursework for you. and creating just that protocol coursework. So recognizing that this is going to be a part of, it's not necessarily a business plan. It's more like it's more like just a really powerful way that you show up, they're saying. So in terms of business plan, again, they're reiterating lots of different formulas and structures work. They want you to look more at your energetic vibrational state as you're showing up for whatever plan that you choose to go with. One, you want to make sure that you're taking all of the right steps. Don't cheat yourself and don't not invest in a mentor. Okay? Because that's just hanging on to I'm pointing my finger again. Let me just not do that. Because that's acknowledging and tuning into a lack energy, and this is super important. You got to bring very heightened awareness to how you're showing up in every aspect of what you're building, because you're just recreating that template. So very important for any of you who want to start a spiritual business, don't chintz yourself starting off, okay? And that doesn't mean that you necessarily have to invest a lot financially, especially if you don't have any. I'll tell you that the way that I built the Akashic Academy, the only money that I invested in this business that I put out before I had it was I dove into my own Akashic Record training. And I looked at that as an investment in myself. Every other step of the way, I've been able to build in a way that Coach Nick has taught me. So if you're like, yes, I don't want to cheat myself, but Emily, I don't have the money to do it, let me know. I'm going to hook you up with Coach Nick. We'll take care of you. Okay? If you do have the money to invest right away, first of all, acknowledge that you have created a circumstance where you're what I call sitting on ready. And be proud of yourself for sitting on ready, because when you go out into a business, you want to work with clients who are also sitting on ready, and you do not attract what you want, you attract what you are, people. So as you are building your spiritual business, the most important thing is to recognize, how am I showing up in the adversity that's coming up and the challenges that are coming up? Okay? Am I easy on myself? Am I still diving in and learning? Really, these blueprints are almost a more important formula for you to have an awareness of, Jackie, than the actual business plan. Because lots of different business plans work. So long as you believe in your business plan and it makes sense to you and you commit to it, it's going to work. And there are going to be parts of it that are not perfect. There are going to be parts of it that you're going to want to change. Okay? Any of my entrepreneurs out there who would like to receive this activation to bring your awareness into the understanding that every way that you show up in building your business is actually creating your clients, creating your future students. And if you want to be able to see this more dynamically and also have a better control over it, so you can shift, you can instantly manifest in those moments when you realize that you've moved into lack or worry. You're like, oh, hell no. I don't want to attract these kind of people. These people are hard to work with. I want to work with people who are ready to shift. So do what? Shift. And then you instantly manifest. Take a nice deep breath in. Pausing at the top. Slow exhale. Good job. If you received that, say yes, type yes, type yes. The more of us that receive it, the more profoundly we can all receive together. Good stuff. Okay, let's dive in and go in for another question. Yeah, Nancy, you know I'm all up in Project Runway right now. Vivi and I also saw an episode of America's Next Top Model where Tyra was encouraging the girls to practice in the house and work the hallway like the runway. Work the hallway like the runway. So you better, Vivi and I, like every time someone walks down the hall, You're like, work the hallway like the runway. Work the hallway like the runway. It's pretty fun, pretty silly. We like to have some silly in here. All right, let's see what other questions we can dive in and get. Ooh, Inez says, how are we able to stay present in the full power while releasing any old, dense parts of ourselves? Ow! If we didn't like dive in and rock that, Inez, which Inez, you are a member of the Akashic Academy, so you're going to be able to go in and get that replay. Holy crap, let's just take one quick pause moment. Who tuned into Intuitive Development today? My awesome Akashic Academy members. It's really all about learning to hold polarity and be comfortable with it in your body, Inez. And we are screwed up in our society. We do not have space for us to be uncomfortable with ourselves. This energy of shame and guilt comes up. We store it inside of our body. And anytime any part of that gets triggered, it's very, very difficult to hold yourself steady when all of that memory is pulsing through your body. So we fixed it today in Intuitive Development, didn't we? Yes, inside Intuitive Development, if you guys are saying, what is she talking about? I want to know. I just posted up a link here. What you're experiencing right now is the Akashic Academy public Facebook page. This is in essence our network where we have over 25 live stream shows coming to you every single week. We also have a membership program where you can dive in and get access to not only our library of hundreds of workshops specifically designed to train, to support, to expand light workers, because there is a rise going on right now. We are leading the rise of the light workers. We are here to support you. So not only do you get access to our entire library of workshops, which cover a beautiful range of lots of different topics, lots of activations, but every single month we're adding new content. 10 new workshops a month to be specific. Coach Nick comes to you every Monday with Mindful Living. I come to you every Wednesday with Intuitive Development, which is what I was referring to, where we just kicked ass on all those things in real time, doing the work in real time. All you got to do is show up and play for half an hour or more if I go over. We also do full and new moon ceremonies. We opened up our most recent Scorpio new moon ceremony where I led a shamanic journey through the 7 gateways. If you were here for that and that changed your life, let everybody else out there know. If you were not there and you're like, damn, I missed it, send me a private message. I can hook you up with a replay, although I'm not posting the replay for everybody. You got to sign up to get the replay. If you were late and you're like, damn, I need the replay, I'm a nice person. But you got to send me a private message, not here, private message, okay? You can join this membership program for $4.44 for your first month. After that, it's $44.44. There's no obligation to continue, but I am excited to earn your membership because it's damn worth it. Dang, damn, diggity doggity do worth it. All right. I think I posted the link in there 2 times for you just in case you missed it. So Inez, make sure that you check into that because it was powerful and we're going to keep moving on. John Davis, ooh, after you've lost everything, how do you come back? First of all, beautiful, vulnerable question. Thank you for asking that in this space. How many of you guys out there have felt like you've lost everything? And categorize for me if you've experienced this before in your life and you feel like you've moved through it, or if you feel like you're experiencing that right now. Okay? Just be vulnerable, open, honest, and share. How many of you guys have experienced like you've lost everything? The first thing that needs to happen when you've experienced a tremendous loss is like a complete melding and softening of the mind, is what Spirit's saying to me in this moment right now. Saying that because in reality, we've lost nothing. So we really need to create that very, very metaphysical, very philosophical space to examine where all truth merges together, where solid things become vaporous things, that multidimensionality where more than one thing is true at once. Now, when you truly experience what you feel like you've lost everything and you can get to that mind meld, there's a freedom that happens for you that frees you from the matrix that is an incredibly powerful experience. So that's the second part of the shift that begins to come along, is the recognition of how lucky we are to be able to embrace these experiences. Because if you did not have the strength, the fortitude, self-love, the courage within you to go through that and show up and ask this question, you wouldn't have the capability of transcending it. The sheer fact that you do means that you have the ability to transcend this. If you can ask for healing, for shift in any area of your life, it means that you have the ability to do it and receive it. Now that may seem like, oh no, Emily. Okay? I said Spirit's bugging my mind a little bit with this one too. Okay, so here's the deal. If you followed me for any point in time, you've heard me say this before, but I love saying it because it makes me sound so smart to myself. And I just love this analogy because it makes sense in the records too. Okay, the Celestine Prophecy, who's read it? James Redfield, the author of this book, says, the measure of our consciousness, wait, I already messed it up. Now I can't remember exactly how it goes. Now I'm going to have to say it stupid-like, so because I said that it made me feel so smart. Okay. How high our consciousness is can be measured by the questions that we ask. There, I had to go for humility right after I felt so smart. Right there in front. That's part of how you do it, is you just fucking like, all right, just you roll with all of it first and foremost. Okay? Our consciousness is measured by the nature of the questions that we ask. So the sheer fact that you can ask for that healing, you can ask that question, means that you are able to receive it, or you wouldn't have the conscious awareness to even ask the question. It's true. The fact that we have cell phones right here, and I'm on mine, this actually means that telepathy is real. You're like, all right, you lost me there. Okay, let me just explain to you my logics. Okay? In order for us to experience any kind of etheric or metaphysic or spiritual phenomena, we have to have some kind of a template to understand it within the physical world. Okay? I was just talking earlier in the Coaches and Healers Sangha, which I am all over the place on Wednesday. I start in the Coaches and Healers Sangha, and then I move over to the Academy membership, and now I get to hang out here with you guys. Okay. Oh, damn it. I forgot what I was talking about because I went on that little rant. Hang on, I'll get it back. You guys know I do this. That's the danger of letting all of these crazy voices come out as they do. I said I'll forget the main point of what I was saying. What were we talking about? Coming back, making comebacks after you've lost everything. That was the beginning of it, but I already moved pretty far down the rabbit hole talking about comebacks. Shifting the mind, melting the mind, changing shit around, realizing it's good for you. All that other shit that you're like, yeah, fuck off. It's not fun. No. I can't remember. All right. If anybody remembers what the hell I was saying, it's not coming back to me. Ah, cool. Krista says, I'm rereading and covering this in my show. Oh, yeah, that's Celestine Prophecy. Maybe I'll get it back if I go there. The nature of our conscious. Oh, yes! Oh, thank you. Krista Higginbotham shooting in. Telepathy being real. That was a stretch. Thanks for following me. In order for us to understand any kind of template of higher consciousness, we have to be able to experience a physical interaction with it in our real world. So why the Akashic Records are coming to so much awareness right now is because they're very similar to the internet. And now that we understand how the internet works and how we can type in questions and receive answers from the internet, but you got to know what question to type in, right? You can't just type in red Ferrari and expect to get the 1979 whatever hard top fancy wheels. I don't know much about cars, as you can tell. But my point is, the more question specific that you can get, the more dynamic you can receive the information back. Well, the Akashic Records are the same thing. The nature of our consciousness is measured by the questions that we ask. So when we can ask really dynamic questions in that space, it means that we are ready to receive the knowledge that comes with that. If you were not ready to receive it, you would not have formulated the ability to ask it yet, basically. That's why anytime that you can ask for healing, by backwards math, which I just did for y'all, you see, it means that you're ready to receive it. Okay, but let me tell you how it's the same with telepathy in your phones, okay? In order for telepathy to be real and for us to be able to understand it, use it more dynamically, we have to have a physical experience with it in our world. Well, hello, you plug your thoughts in right damn here and you push go and you instantaneously pretty much send it to your friend. They know exactly what you're talking about. The fact that we have the technology to decode that shit means that telepathy is real. It does. Sorry, not my rule. Not my rule. Drop the mic, drop the phone, because we're about done for today anyway. All right, we've only got one more minute, so here's where I will do the plug for the rest of our beautiful energy healers and experts, teachers, coaches here at the Akashic Academy. Robin McClendon coming up next, Conversations with Gaia. Then we've got Robin and Buggy all the rest of the day. I've been learning Qigong with Buggy and loving every single minute of it. For those of you guys who are excited to know more about the Akashic Records, I am very present here on Facebook. I prefer that you send me private messages because I see those faster. But this is just the very beginning of what we can dive into in personal readings and healing sessions. I do work one-on-one with clients, not only in working with issues that are coming up in your life right now on a short-term basis. Sometimes one session is enough to work on it. Sometimes people want a package of sessions. There's also opportunity to dive in and learn to do what I do for yourself and for others. There's also a soul family who is waiting to welcome you in if you need a place to learn and grow. The first step is reaching out to me and letting me know what's going on in your world so I can figure out how I can show up and be of assistance to you through this beautiful realm of the Akashic Records. Namaste, everyone. Make sure you check out that link that I sent you. Check out the video tour of the Academy, and I want to see you in intuitive development.